I think the promise of 1994 hasn't been fulfilled. And it's up to us to assume that responsibility and to fulfill it ourselves. No one's coming to save us. My name is Boitumelo. I lead our internal democracy team, and basically that means ensuring that Rise Mzansi stays true to its political promise of giving power back to the people. We pride ourselves on being a political organization that amplifies the voices of the people who exist inside our ecosystem and want to make meaningful contributions to their country and to, a new political alternative that captures the aspirations of South Africans. We're at a tipping point, or at a precipice where there's a decline we have to arrest. I spent the past 4 years working in politics or around politics as a kind of independent functionary in the elections management space. I started working for Rise in a sort of volunteering capacity, and through my close interactions with the organization and the people who form part of it, not necessarily even its leaders, but sort of the volunteers at the grassroots level, I realized that for the first time in South Africa, a person like me who was looking for an organization that really captures the not just the aspirations but the interests of the broad majority of South Africans. This is the first time I found a true alternative. I think it's time for young people to use their voice and use and direct their energies towards a productive politics, a constructive politics, and a politics that can truly change the governance structures that ultimately determine our outcomes. Unfortunately, South Africa, as we're learning now, isn't an exception to other post-liberation countries on the continent. We have liberation parties and liberation movements that exist for the purpose that they exist for. But to say you're the continent's oldest liberation party means that you're fundamentally bad at liberating, right? I would say South African politics has become an incredibly muddy and dirty space, right? Characterized by dishonest actors, people who enter politics for themselves and not for service. I don't know how much more proof you need other than 30 years of failed governance that the political establishment as it exists today aren't the guys to do the job. Because of that, there's everything to fight for. There's something really compelling and telling about an organization of like-minded individuals who have left the safety and comfort of their respective professions to come together and solve for the crises that exist in South Africa in this moment. For the first time in South Africa, there's a truer political alternative that has the skills, capability, and political will to execute on the ideas that fuel South Africans, but also the skills to execute on them. And Rise Mzansi is the only political alternative that marries those two. It's up to us to carry the promise of 1994 forward, and this is going to be the most important electoral moment in our country's post-democratic political history.